Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Resist Control again. Today is Tuesday, July 23rd of 2019, and I would like to cover some news that we had yesterday on July 22nd of 2019, and especially this one that came out of San Francisco. I thought that yesterday was a pretty special day for some sort of ritual or conditioning programming to the masses, since it's a day that is written 7/22, or it was a day that it was written as 7/22 or 22/7. And to get the approximation of pi, you had to divide 22 divided by 7, which gives you 3.14. And for the people who study the occult or know how these people operate, you know that most of the rituals are to time. I think everything is about time. I think that's why they do so many rituals on relation to time and circles and cycles and loops of time. Anyway, so before I start decoding this headline, I want to mention something that I've been theorizing about. So I have been theorizing that these people they don't only have one plan for August 11th. I think they have plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, plan F. They have many different kinds of plans for that day. In case anything goes wrong, they could just easily change the plan without them blowing up their cupboard. That's what we have been seeing, all this different predictive programming on television or movies or all the mainstream media and the news. And I want to give it a better term than predictive programming, because I don't believe that these people predict anything, but it's an agenda and it's a plan. So this is more of conditioning programming, because through their mainstream media and through the movies, the cinema and music, they actually condition the minds of the minds of the masses to accept whatever is going to happen in the near future. Like that, you won't fight it off. And if you pull the word predicting, that makes it sound all mystical and mysterious and something that it can, that is not actually there, that it might not, or that might or might not happen. Whether if you put the word conditioning, which is actually a real psychological thing, you condition the minds, or you condition the brain of someone to change a behavior. And these people have studied us, and they know our psychology, so they actually condition us to change our behavior or to accept a pattern. And just like a lot of people like to call this kinds of thing coincidences, because their brain are conditioning to believe these are there's such thing as coincidence when it comes to their agendas and their conspiracy. So that being said, I just want to let that there and focus on this headline. All right, so yesterday, like I said, it was 22 divided by 7, or 22/7. We got this driver who killed a person. Apparently, he was driving a Tesla. And we're expecting an earthquake for August 11, among the other things that we're expecting, because I have been finding conditioning programming of an earthquake or conditioning programming of a blackout or a shooting. So there's a lot of different conditioning programming for August 11, and I don't know which one to pick from. Perhaps it's all of them, perhaps it's none of them. But I think that as long as we keep catching on into their agenda, they're gonna keep changing it. Like I said, they have many different plans, and if we catch up into them, they just change it. I think if we would have catch up into the plans of 9/11, they would have changed that plan. But since nobody, the hypnosis was so heavy into the people, the conditioning was so heavy that nobody saw it coming. Nobody actually catch up into it before it happened. But not this time, my friends, because I think that this time we're gonna be a little more prepared to whatever happens. I know that we're gonna seem a little paranoid, but after 9/11, we have the right to be paranoid a little bit and not take anything for granted. Even if we are wrong and even if we look bad, we still have to like keeps our heads up and keep trying to expose our plans before they happened. So, like I said, this driver was it was a fatal accident. At least that's the way they want to make it seem, which I think it was a ritual sacrifice. He was driving a Tesla, and you know that they say the Tesla was the one who created a machine or like harp that it could actually cause earthquakes at will. And I'm pretty sure most of you guys know about that. And if you don't know, do some research and you'll find out that Tesla it's said to create this earthquake machine. So let me keep decoding this headline. So this says right here that the police right here, the driver of a car that allegedly lost control and hit a couple of visitors in San Francisco, killed one, has been identified by San Francisco police as Kelsey. Kelsey, there you go, Kelsey Cambridge. I thought that last name was important because it has the word bridge. Cambridge. Kelsey Cambridge. And we're looking out for the San Francisco Bridge, the Golden Gate. And remember, this happened on San Francisco. So I think I went to decode on the name, to do a decode on the name. And Kelsey equals 77. Golden Gate, which is GG 77. Also the initials of Kelsey Cambridge, which is KC, like 113. The deception number, Baba Kama 113. And Cambridge equals 44. This was a fatal accident. They killed her, and the word kill equals 44. Kill 44. And also in the septenary cipher 33, like Tisha B'Av, Tisha, like Tisha B'Av, which equals 33, or 9/11. So let me keep showing you more about this, because I got some pretty interesting stuff on this headline. So they said it was a 21-year-old from Vallejo. It's a Vallejo resident. So have that in mind, because Vallejo was incorporated into California on March 30, which is written like 330 or 33. And I already showed you guys how Tisha B'Av equals 33. Also, it's 1868. Yesterday, Zach made a couple of videos showing how 68 was quoted all over the news. So go check out his video. And this will be you will find it a little interesting that is from 1868. Sorry about that. Okay, so what else? Where do I have it? So, they're saying that there's some pretty interesting numbers here. I believe that this car wasn't even, nobody was in the car. This car is all electric and you could drive that car by itself. So I'm pretty sure that the car was, nobody was in the car and it just crashed. And I will show you the crash in a moment. Okay, they say that the people who were killed, they were residents from Clovis. As you can see it right here. I don't know if you can see the headline. So the San Francisco medical examiner identified the man who was killed as Clovis resident Benjamin Dean. Was 39. So if we go to Clovis, California, The coordinates of Clovis are in the 119 west, like 119 or 911. Tisha B'Av equals 911, is just a reflection of the number. And also remember, this news came out this news happened on July 22nd, which was a Slev 7/22. And Clovis, California was incorporated on February 27th. February 27th, 22/7, or 2/27, another 227. So I don't think it was by accident that actually they chose these people from these locations. So don't be a what's it called, that conspiracy theories. So they left this headline right here: more news, woman arrested for 2017 hit. So if you click on it, it will take you to this other headline. This is an update on July 22nd. And if you read the article, it's about another crash that happened. The warrant was issued in connection with a fatal hit and run in early morning hours of September 22 of 2017. We got another 22/7 or 7/22. Remember the September, before the Gregorian calendar, September was actually the month 7. That's where it's called sept, like septimal. So this is another 7/22. So how interesting is that? So what else? Had a couple more things, but I kind of forgot about it. Anyways, the update, there was an update about this, which actually made it more interesting. So this was the update. It's like terrifying dash cam footage shows moments before the fatal San Francisco Tesla crash. So check this out. I want you guys to see not to see it, because you can't really see the crash, but to hear what's on the background. And I'll talk about it later, after actually. So let me play it. So did you guys hear that? It's a song in the background. Whoever had this car was placed in that exact moment to film what happened in this place. And let me play it again. All right, so this is where it gets creepy, and this is the kicker of it. So the song that is being playing on the background, that's what I was paying attention to. It's called Toto Africa. Africa by Toto. And if you go see when was this song recorded, it was on October 18 of 1981. October is a day that is written as 10/18. So this date is actually 10/18. On numerology, zeros don't count. So this is another 118, August 11th. And that it was super weird, super interesting. Anyway, guys, I think that's all I have. You guys could go do a more decode on the numbers on this headline. I don't think it was necessary to do as many decoding of gematria, because it was pretty clear. A Tesla crash, they killed a man, and then all the other things that I showed you guys. I think it's clear enough. So anyways, that's it for me today, and as always, resist control.